my nasty socks off.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, everybody?
Back with the Schmoot Podcast.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. It took us long enough. It's been a long time. It's almost been a month since we've had our last podcast.
Not about a month. It's been like 2 weeks.
No, the last one was posted July 31st.
All right.
Yeah. Which is what I want us to talk about today, by the way, at some point.
What? The episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. The funks.
So, yeah.
So let's go. What have we been up to? What you been up to, dude?
Man,
You went to see your granddad.
Yeah, I went to see my grandparents for a weekend. So that's where I was this weekend. And before that, what was I doing? I guess just working a lot. Mm-hmm. And you were working, and it just never worked out. We haven't done
a podcast in a while because
it just hasn't worked out. So we're finally, it's finally back to where we can probably get back on the schedule.
We're hoping so. We just started school today.
Yeah, today was first day of school.
Classes. How was that for you? We actually haven't caught up on that. I don't know how you've been doing.
Yeah, I went.
How are your classes?
I had 3 today.
What'd you have?
They're all rec classes with just a different number. Okay. So I don't remember.
But are they all where are they? Are they all in the same building?
Lucy and the other 2 are in teaching lab.
Okay. All right. That's a little bit of a walk.
Well, I mean, I skateboard, so.
Yeah. Get there in no time. My first day of class was really hard. I had none of them. I don't have classes on Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah. I thought I didn't have classes Monday and Tuesday. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I was like, wait, it's because the week doesn't start till Wednesday.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And so I thought I didn't have classes Monday or Tuesday.
Last night I was looking at my schedule just to make sure I knew what I had and where I was going. And I swear I had class starting at 11, which I know is still super early. But that was for Thursday. I was looking at Thursday's schedule. And then I looked back at it and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I had a 9 a.m., an 11 a.m., and a 1 p.m.
So they're right next to each other.
Yeah, I got an hour break in between, which is about what I like.
That's cool.
Come home and eat and chill a little bit.
Nice.
But the 11 a.m. and the 1 p.m. are both in the same building in classes right next to each other with the same professor.
The same professor?
Same professor.
What?
So it's like I leave and I come back. And
that's exhausting.
It's just a little weird. It'll probably be okay.
That's pretty funny. Did he make a joke about it? Like, what are you doing? Did she make a joke about it?
Well, it was a lot of people, actually.
Oh, really?
Like
a lot of people had the same classes?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, since I'm in my major, all major specific classes, there's a lot of people who are doing the same thing.
Okay. They're just like general requirements.
Yeah, for the major, yeah, stuff like that.
Cool.
So are you technically a student now?
I got to go back and double check that. I should be. It really just depends on whether or not they processed all my paperwork. I haven't gotten any emails as of this morning, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, this is going to be a smaller podcast, be a little shorter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying out some new things. Give us some feedback.
We've been super busy too, and that's a part of it. And we're trying, but like we know we've had a lot of fans come back and like ask us, when are you making more? When are you making more?
Our parents,
cousins, brothers, parents, sister.
No outside sources yet.
Yeah. No girlfriends.
Well,
very supportive.
I guess, does that consider outside? I don't know.
You're right.
But yeah, it's going to be about 20, 25 minutes. We're not going to go over 25.
But we got like a whole 68 listens on our first one.
No, it was like 72 now.
72
on SoundCloud.
Mom, we've made it big.
So if you guys want to support us in any way, don't listen on SoundCloud. Listen on anything else except SoundCloud. Like, that's just like the free thing that we put it on, which is awesome. But on any other platform, cool, like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or Anchor,
Amazon, maybe,
I don't know. Like that's how like we get that's how we get our ads and stuff.
Yeah,
is through those people. So, which we will have we'll have two ads in this one. You've probably already heard one.
Which we tell you guys about the software that we're using in the ads.
Yeah. And my parents
pretty neat.
My parents were telling me, they were like, "Was that you recording?"
Yeah, I when I listened to it, I didn't notice it was you talking for like half of that commercial.
They were like, "Was that you in the commercial?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You sounded like a professional."
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, "Is this Josef?"
I think we need to record one with me and you, because I
to.
recorded that with just me because you weren't here.
Yeah, that was the last second thing. But we're trying to get this content out as much as we can.
All right, so let's move to our major topic of today's discussion. I wanted to talk about your episodes.
Okay.
Like maybe spread some awareness, because I know you like doing that. And I like doing it too. I like to tell people, just because it's like, thing that not a lot of people know about, and I like supporting you and stuff like
absolutely. There's a lot, and that'll also help a lot of people figure out what they're going through. So let me so everybody knows what we're talking about. I have this super rare sleeping disorder called Klein-Levin syndrome, where
I thought it was Levinson syndrome.
Klein-Leviosa. Cast a spell out here. But it's a super rare sleeping disorder, which they say it's 1 in a million, so it's crazy rare. And only about, I think, 400 people in the U.S. are currently diagnosed.
And you met like 5 of them.
I've met a couple of them through various events that I've been to.
And I met them too.
And yeah, you were there. You were there. But Klein-Levin syndrome, what happens is I'll go to sleep for about 2 weeks at a time, and I'll be sleeping throughout the entire day for like 20 or 22 hours, just waking up here or there to go to the bathroom or eat. Every once in a while, shower,
And usually what happens so far from what I've seen is these past 2 years that we've been in college, Connor's parents always come and get them and take them home. But just recently, they moved to Florida. I'm not going to tell you their address because I don't know it, but Connor might want to. 123 Florida Lane.
Yeah, I think that's the place.
Okay. But this time they couldn't because, they live in Florida. And so it was just
they're down near Orlando, so it's like a 10, 12-hour drive or something like that.
Yeah, it was just me and Rebecca checking in on them. And so that was very interesting.
Yeah, it was my first episode without my parents being around, and it was very different from my perspective. Like, it's nice because I always worry that they're going way out of their way, and I know they are, but they always tell me, like, they're the parents, it's their duty, and I understand that. But because they didn't come down, it felt good because I knew I wasn't inconveniencing them.
Yeah.
And I knew I was in good hands regardless, because you've always taken care of me even when I'm not in an episode. And Rebecca has always got my back. She's taken care of me numerous times.
She was doing a lot more work than I was. Yeah. She was there by you all the time. I was only there a few days. But
everything changes when I'm in an episode. Like, I just go full zombie mode. Like, I can't. Having conversations with people becomes incredibly difficult, and like processing thoughts just becomes a very slow process.
I was very surprised. We actually got a few rounds of Mortal Kombat in during the episode, and I was so surprised.
I was shook.
He beat me a few times, and he can't do that most of the time. But
sleeper agent.
It's usually not like that, right? But now you got new medication.
What are you talking about? I beat you all the time.
No, I'm talking about like you being cognizant.
Cognitive, yeah.
Cognizant.
I'm sorry, what?
Cognizant.
Cognizant?
Yeah.
Cognitive.
No.
I don't think that's a word.
We had this argument last
time.
Cognizant.
I'll put money on that right now. That is not a word. I'll put $5 on that.
$5 on it. We're going to look it up right now. You're going to hear some click clacks. Cognizant.
Define. Put in define cognizant.
Having knowledge or being aware of.
Okay, look up cognitive. That's actually a
word. How do you spell it?
Cognitive.
Oh, wait.
The first one.
So we were both right. Cognition.
The cognitive process. What is it? Cognizant? What is the one? A croissant?
Cognizant.
A croissant?
Let's see.
Cognizant.
Cognitive.
Cognitive.
So you owe me $5, and I owe you $5 too.
Oh man, you're right.
So you better get that to me as soon as you can.
Do you take Venmo?
Yeah.
Cool. I only take cash.
But yeah, usually he's from what I've heard. This was my first time actually being with Connor while he was in an episode. So it was kind of weird for me because it was like, I can't really hang out with my best buddy. It's just like he's just there.
Just a zombie. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it sucks for me too because I'm there, but like I can't do anything. And it's bizarre. It really is.
Yeah.
It's very hard to explain to people.
We're going to continue this conversation, but right now we would love for you to listen to our ad for Anchor. So enjoy. And we are back.
And we're back.
All right, continuing what we were just talking about is
my funks.
Your funky funks. So is it any different now since you're on medication for it? Because I knew freshman year you weren't.
Well,
right?
Freshman year I was. I've actually bounced back and forth between a couple of different medications, but like the past few that I've taken a stimulant, which really just ends up making me tweak, and I didn't like that at all. I've tried lithium. I've tried what I'm on right now is carbamazepine.
I don't even know what that is.
I think it's also the brand name is Tegretol or the other name for it. So Tegretol or carbamazepine, and that's what's worked for me. Like a bunch of different people have Klein-Levin syndrome, and they have different, like varying. It's the same symptoms, but they vary. Like some people,
excuse me,
I'm lucky that I only have like 12 to 14-day episodes.
Mm-hmm. But didn't that guy that we meet said he had like one that was a month?
There's other people that have them from like 1 to 3 months or something.
Gosh,
something
bizarre. Just imagine
like
that. Just imagine going to sleep and feeling sleepy for 3 months. Not like you're tired all day,
but you're tired all day.
Well, I'm saying like
like
when you work all day and you're tired all day and stuff, but you just can't stay awake for 3. What did you say? 3 months?
Up to 3.
Yeah, 3 months.
I think
that's crazy.
Some other people also have. I think I read one girl had it for like 6 months of the year.
Oh my gosh! Oh
yeah. There's some long episodes, and then there's other people who just have it for like 3 days. But it's so different because my parents, when I first got it, they thought I was like doing some drugs, like some hardcore drugs, and I wasn't telling them about it or something like that. But like the reality of the situation is, I just couldn't stay awake, and it was just something like. And nobody knows what causes it, what brings it on, but it comes, it activates, I guess, when in young adolescents, primarily in males. It's really just bizarre. Like the best way I explain to people, like an analogy I give of what it feels like to be in an episode is I ask them a couple of questions. Like, do you remember the dream you had last night? Do you remember the dream you had like 5 days ago or like 2 weeks ago? That's what, if someone's asking me to remember something that happened in my episode, that's what it's like, because I was just sleeping the whole time. And when I was awake, it felt like I was in a dream.
So the basis of this story is, do not tell Connor that you wish you could just go to sleep for a week because he will hate you.
No, because like,
but you don't like those jokes, right?
No, I don't care for him because being a teenager, I understand. It's funny. Like I would love to just sleep for a week.
Yeah, I know, but I said that or someone said that one time, and you're like, "No, you don't. No, you do not wish that. That happens to me."
I was just giving him a hard time because I think it's funny for other, like I can make jokes about it, but other people can't because I have it type of deal.
Like I remember we were looking at scholarships. And you were like,
I got upset about that.
I wonder if there's any scholarships for sleeping disorders, or what do you refer to it as? Sleeping disorder? Okay. And it was all of these lists, and they were all the same. It was, what mattress do you recommend? Sleep on different mattresses and tell us how you feel about them.
Yeah, no, one of the scholarships was like, for a mattress competition or something. They asked us to like sleep on different mattresses and then tell us which one was the best. And I was like, that's kind of crap, because like that's just like,
it's like
we don't like sleeping this much. It's just unfortunate.
It's a sleeping disorder. You don't choose to sleep.
But yeah, that was that.
What was the other? Wasn't there another one that was like really stupid?
There were some other ones. There's a lot of scholarships out there.
It was something like pillows.
What's the best pillow? I don't remember. But they asked you to like make a video and like hype them up about it. And I was like, I don't know.
Scholarships I find for Native Americans are like, build a teepee.
Nuh-uh.
I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
What?
I'm exaggerating a little bit. I saw one that was like that.
Okay, that's bizarre.
And
still,
it was like it was like build some kind of like
Native American structure,
something like that, and it was like giving examples. It was like example a teepee. It's like, really, I don't know how to build.
What about a yurt?
That's like when
Can you build a
people.
yurt?
That's like when people say, dream catchers are Native American. No, they're not. They're from a certain tribe.
Mm-hmm.
They're not Native American. They're from a Native American tribe. But enough about that. Back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, there's really only 3 specialists in the world who work with KLS. There's Dr. David Rye, who I work with down in Atlanta, Georgia, over at Emory. And then there's a professor at Stanford out in California. And then there's another one in England.
Oh, I was about to say, man, they're all in the U.S.?
No, there's just 2 of them in the U.S., which, I mean, I got lucky one's so close.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought you were just like, he's told me before, he was like, I'm going to a sleep center. I was like, well, then that's not going to do anything if they don't know like about KLS, but I didn't know it was a specialist.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of studies going around to figure out why we sleep so much. And
I have theories, but like I don't think my theories make any sense at all, and I have no medical background to make these theories.
Yeah,
it's just me thinking, and I'm like, ooh.
That's a difficult thing for me too, because I have always thought back about like what could have I gone through to like cause this. Like, did I do something as a young kid? Do I have an experience?
I did get bonked on the head like your cat.
Exactly. I got in a car crash when I was like 8 years old with my mom. I didn't like nothing. We weren't hurt or anything. I didn't have a concussion or anything like that, or even whiplash. My Legos just went flying everywhere.
Legos.
Yeah. I was going to a friend's house, like literally 3 blocks down, and then somebody who my mom actually knew at the time ran a yield sign or something like that. Or I don't remember the specifics of it, but they ran through the sign and just plowed right into us. And it was the first time I had sat in the front seat. I remember this very specifically.
Oh my gosh.
And if I'd sat in the back seat, I would have been crushed.
Oh,
completely.
Geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the truck, we had a minivan and they had a truck, and they just hit us like right past the passenger side door. But that was like the only like, because they think head trauma might be a trigger, or might have been like
Maybe.
Something that
you said you
caused it come on. But I also crashed when I was 16 and ended up flipping my car because I was trying to drift it.
What? When did what? You flipped your car?
Subaru, yeah, full 360. Seriously.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there was like an S in the road, and there was like a quarter, and there was
you rolled your car.
I rolled my car.
Did you have episodes before that?
No, but they started like 4 months after that.
Well, then that's gotta be it.
But I didn't hit my head or anything.
How do you know?
I don't, but I didn't feel like I didn't.
You could have hit your head and like you could have just like bumped something in your head and it didn't hurt, but it set something off.
That's a possibility for sure. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
you know.
We got to go back in time and figure this out.
Yeah. So if you guys know anybody with a time traveling machine,
if you know anyone with head trauma,
no, but that's an interesting thing because like I've wanted to talk to like a bunch of other KLS people. Like I went to there's a big KLS conference in June that we went to, and it might have been earlier this year. I think it was June, like June 22nd.
Talking about the one I went to?
No, the one in California.
Oh, wasn't that the one you were in an episode for?
Yes, very conveniently enough, because I've been wanting to talk to some people who also have episodes and just talk about their childhoods and like what they went through and what they think it could have been that triggered it for them. Because it's not gene specific. Like I think there's one person who they both happen to have it in their family. Like it's a father daughter or something like that, or maybe a father son. But I wasn't able to talk to anybody when I was out there at the conference.
I've hit my head a few times.
You don't sleep a whole lot?
What?
Like way too much?
No. 2 miles make it spicy, remember?
2 miles. That was the best. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have questions, like shoot us some questions. I'll be happy to answer them in other podcasts. It's something I'm very like open to talk to you about. There's also, if you just Google KLS Foundation, there's a whole webpage that has all the information. It's a good read. It's definitely something interesting to like be knowledgeable about and just know that it's out there, that people sleep like a whole lot and can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Like that one kid that it was Run for Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
It was this kid who...
His birthday was a couple of days ago as well.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday to him.
But it was this thing that we went to. His mom coordinates the whole thing. It's Run for Ryan. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they put on a track thing for this kid who he went to that high school and he had KLS and he couldn't get diagnosed right.
He was misdiagnosed several times.
And I think the misdiagnosis killed him.
I did.
And
well, because they had diagnosed him for a couple of different things, and then they gave him medication for those things, which he didn't have any issues like that. And then he just ended up getting incredibly sick and passed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it has been 20 minutes. Yeah, are you wanting to stop it here?
I'm ready to eat some pizza. We just threw a pizza in.
Well, guys, sorry for the short podcast. We're going to try our best.
We just want to get this half episode out to you guys.
We're going to try our best to have a guest speaker next time. It might be...
Can't tell you. Can't
say. Sorry. But
it'll be a surprise.
We're going to try really hard to have one, and we're going to try to, like... please give us some feedback. We want to know if you like the 20-minute or the 45 to an hour more. I like the hour one a little better. Connor likes the shorter ones.
I like the 40 max.
But just let us know. We're gonna try and figure some things out.
The other thing with having podcasts that are like 20 to 40 is you can release multiple of those. Just
I guess
some snack size, some bite-sized thoughts, bite-sized conversations.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is just a little short one where we wanted to spread some awareness. Best way we can think of doing it to our listeners.
Yeah, but let us know if you guys have other questions. Give us a call.
And now it's time for our outro.
Cool.
I
forgot half of it.